Hi, I'm Roger with the Kids Hope Alliance. In this video, I'm going to show how to create a new participant record on my program page within the delivery module. So at the moment, I am on the landing page. I've just logged in. I'm going to click delivery and I'll be on my landing page at this point. Now I'll navigate to my program page. In this case, I'm going to programs and recent, and I'm going to a test account. Now I'm on the program page, and I will find the create new drop down box up at the top, and I will find the participant option. So I'm going to create a new participant, and now it takes me to the demographic page where I fill in this information. So I'm going to start typing, and you'll see what these fields look like and how they behave. So let me choose A. Philip Randolph Academies. The program page is already there for me. Notice the asterisks for required fields. Generally, with an open date, you will probably want to choose the first day of your contract. Um, in this case, I could go back to August 1st, but for summer camps, that would typically be a date in June, and it can be a little bit different depending on your contract. So I'm not going to give you a specific example, but make it the first day of your camp um, as per the contract. Now, you could do the same thing even if a student comes in during the middle of camp. Let's say you're 2 weeks into camp, you get a new kid come in, back that open date up to the first day of your contract, and that way you won't cause any conflicts if you find out that you need to make some units of service adjustments, and they were actually coming to your program and no one had, before the first day you did the work in SAMUS, and no one had put them in the system, but they did receive services. If you make that open date the first day of your contract, then you can take care of that without a conflict. Participant type would be youth. Involvement is primary. So we're going to put in our first name here. So I'll just make up a fake student name, and we're going to go literally with the last name of fake. Middle name is optional, no asterisk, so I'll skip that. Date of birth, I'm going to put something in here, make that up, and we will choose our gender. That calculates the age of service. Last for the socials, so we'll make something up there, and we'll continue through this. We'll get down to address and location. Now the address too is showing up here now. This is a test account, and they've been working on some various scenarios that would cause problems. In reality, you're going to see this as address 1, and you're going to generally put in the street address here, of course. So I'm just going to use the address here for the Kids Hope Alliance, and then choose my city. The zip codes will be in there for all zip codes in Jacksonville should be in there. And you can do that last 4 on the zip if you know it. Now, primary reason. In this case, it's a summer camp, and there's no secondary reason. After school or other types of programs sometimes do have a secondary, but generally not with summer camps. And then our activity services, we're going to go with summer camps and summer programs in this case. That is actually what you will see for this participant's name in the attendance module, the units of service module, as we call it, summer programs. And I'll come down here. The student ID is the DCPS ID. You want that 8-digit number from the school, but you do not want to do this. Don't put any alpha characters in there, and please do not put that S in there. It's just the 8 numeric values. I'm going to make something up as an example. You can get that from the report card, or perhaps it's on the enrollment application if you put that on those forms. But you need to get the real number, and if you from DCPS, one or the other. And sometimes they will, a parent or a student may give you a number guess. If it's not correct, when we identify that as being incorrect, your contract manager will contact you, and you will be required, as per the contract, to get that number, a valid number from DCPS, and put that in SAMIS. So what do you do if you're putting the data in the system, and the day that you're doing this, they just didn't have, they'll bring it to you later or whatever? Well, what you can do is, for a temporary solution, 9999, and then use the last four of the social security number, which was 5521 in this case. And that will give you a relatively unique number temporarily until you can get the valid DCPS number. What if they don't have a last four? No social security number was provided. In that case, you can do 9999 and use the birthday. In this case, the MMDD of the birthday, as I like to say, that's the month, 2 digits, and the day, 2 digits. Notice on this one it's 0201, so that you have 4 digits in total. And so we'd come back down here, 0201. So that would be a temporary solution. I'll leave that in there for the moment. When you have scenarios like this, you need to coordinate with your contract manager. We use the student ID to cross-reference and obtain data under contract with DCPS. And if we don't have a valid student ID from DCPS, that creates problems and slows down our analytics and so forth. Now, if you have a student who has never been a DCPS student, they've always been homeschooled, or maybe they just moved into the district and they haven't really completed the enrollment process during the summer, do what I'm showing here, but then try to get that number and let your contract manager know. So we'll continue on here, and that will be enough for this. These fields down here, again, I'm in a test account. You will not see that series of questions for a normal summer camp. I apologize, but I'm going to click Save at this point, and we will have a complete demographic record for the student in just a moment. We'll take a second look at it once it's done. Okay, so if I scroll down, now it's saved, and you see all the information that I put in here. We even have the address plotted on a Google map, and all of that information. There's that student ID, that always important student ID. What if, okay, the following day, the parent comes in with the report card and shows it to you so you can get that valid student ID number. You would come back to this participant record from your program page, click Modify. Obviously, this is what you would do if you needed to correct any problems, such as a typo or whatnot. And you would go down there and find that student ID field. And let's say that they gave that to you now, and you have a good 8-digit number, no S, no alpha characters, just numeric. We click Save, and then that would be what it would look like to put in a good number. There's also something I want to quickly show you. If you want to, let's see if I can find it here. Right, so if I'm going to change that name, it looks like I will be able to do it that way now, so it's not going to be completely different. Yeah, I can get to the name now. And in 2.0, the previous system, I had a special button, just double checking that that's still the way they have it set up. So that's all we need to show in regard to how to create a participant record. And if you wanted to go back out to the program page, you'd go up to the breadcrumb, click the program page name, and that will take you over to the area where you could simply come down here and create a new participant, another one, or you could go down and look at the ones that you've already created, participant actions, and that will take me down to that result set in just a moment. And I can see there's the one that I just created, and if I wanted to view it again, I could get there from here as well. So that's all there is to adding a participant record for summer camps. If you have any questions, you can contact us at samus@coj.net, or you can call us at 255-4410. Thank you.